And it is for the Prestige World Championship.
The Prestige World Championship being defended for the first time ever here in New Texas Pro Wrestling. And guys, it could possibly be no other better challenger to represent New Texas Pro than this man right here. Danny Orion coming off of a stellar year thus far, just a little bit short of the New Texas Pro World Championship back at Texas Indy Showcase 5, but winning the first ever TXA tournament and winning what could very well possibly be the match of the year against Little Evil back at Bad City. What a night it could be for Danny Orion.
Danny Orion took Carter Black to the limit at Texas Indy Showcase 5, coming up just short of being the new Texas Pro World Champion. Tonight, he could see himself with gold around his waist as being the new Prestige World Champion. And if anybody could do it, it's that man, because no one can deny Danny Orion. And if I'm hearing this right, it seems that the crowd is warming to a young Danny Orion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no love lost, make no mistake about it, between Danny Orion and this area. But Danny Orion, as you said, Dan, you can't deny the athletic ability and what this man does inside the squared circle.
Well, lore creates swag, Trent, and we see it on full display with Mr. Danny Orion, but to get gold around his waist, he needs to get through Judas Icarus.
This has been a long time coming for every single man involved here tonight. There were delays, there were holdups, there was a lot in the works, but tonight, the Prestige World Championship hosted for the very first time, Trent, in New Texas Pro Wrestling.
Yep, the very first time Prestige and New Texas Pro Wrestling having a working relationship with each other, trading world champions. Carter Black making the trip over to the Pacific Northwest, participating in Prestige's most recent event, coming out on top, retaining the New Texas Pro title, which we will see defended in our main event here tonight. And now, Prestige's world champion, Judas Icarus of TNA Wrestling, defending that championship against Danny Orion. Judas Icarus, 49 days as champion for the Prestige World Championship, a 12-time overall champion in his career going into this match.
Once again, folks, the following contest is a singles match set for one fall. And it is for the Prestige World Championship. Introducing first the challenger to my left, from MayasWorld.com. He is the inaugural winner of the Texas 8 tournament. You can't deny Danny Orion!
Yeah, you're right, Dan. The fans getting behind Danny Orion here tonight.
His opponent, to my right, from Vancouver, British Columbia, he is the reigning, the defending Prestige World Champion, the Van City Vulture, Judas Icarus!
Well, you guys are in store for a treat here tonight at Pride, enjoying the Empire Control Room. Thank you, everyone watching on IWTV, for what's sure to be one of the finest pro wrestling matches that has ever been seen in this building.
Yeah, I'll tell you, gentlemen, right now, Danny Orion, you love him, you hate him. One thing's for certain, you cannot deny him. He'll tell you that. I'll tell you that. I've seen a lot of professional wrestling in the world, and I can tell you Danny Orion is my top 10.
That is quite a list, especially coming from you, someone who's seen as much wrestling as we've seen you witness.
Now, I'll tell you this right now, gentlemen. Danny Orion, certainly a massive student of the game. Consistently training, consistently trying to get better inside that ring. And that right there is going to be a difference maker between a man set to be a world champion and a man who is never going to be a world champion.
Absolutely. I mean, after winning the TX8 tournament, I spoke with Danny Orion afterwards, and I told him, I said, hey, one day you will be a world champion. Tonight could be that night for Danny Orion.
And of course, Trent, we talk about the Prestige World Championship. We have to talk about what comes in the future. The winner of this matchup on October 5th, no matter who it is, Danny Orion or Judas Icarus, will go to Roseland 12 with Prestige Wrestling, defend the title against Kevin Blackwood. That would be defense number 1 for Danny Orion, or just yet another number for Judas Icarus.
Yeah, Judas Icarus, as I mentioned, 49 days as champion, went through hell back at Combat Clash that Prestige presented in a cage match and defeated the longtime champion Alan Angels. And if you have not gone back and been able to witness that match, fans, it's on YouTube. You can go back live on YouTube and watch it, and you will see the battle that Judas Icarus went through, the lengths that he is willing to go to for that prestiged world championship.
Well, if we're talking about lengths willing to go to, you got to have Danny Orion in that conversation. We've seen him go through battles with Little Evil, Epidemius Jr., and so many more in this very building. But right now, eating a big back elbow from the Prestige champion. And if you notice, Judas Icarus wrestling without shoes, in the same vein of a Kevin Von Erich or a Speedball Mike Bailey, dare I say.
Drop down by Judas, leapfrog right there. Danny Orion quickly baseball sliding out of the ring, now having a seat. Oh, he was just yawning it off. And this is a dangerous position, as it's always proved to be here in Austin, the front row.
And that textured asphalt as well. Judas running around without any shoes on this textured asphalt could be to the advantage of Orion.
My goodness. Change of direction right there, baited Icarus in, and capitalizing with a drop kick, taking down the champion.
That is the beautiful thing about a man like Danny Orion. It makes everything look effortless inside that ring. The mark of a future champion, but is that mark start here tonight?
Up on the shoulders, got caught by Judas, and Icarus dropping Orion on the knee. Going for a big slingshot clothesline, got cut off. Orion now hoisting up the champion. Face first into the turnbuckle, snap German suplex.
Yeah, that's one of those things that Orion has mastered in his career. Combination offense, the follow-up. You don't have to see the gears turn for this man, but you are going to have to watch him fight a little bit longer.
Well, Danny Orion is going to have to be aware of Judas Icarus's unconventional style. We saw him going for that slingshot lariato that was deflected by Danny Orion, but Danny, in the back of his mind, is going to have to be aware of the type of offense that Judas Icarus brings to the table here tonight.
Danny trying to mount some offense with a big chop. My goodness, you could hear that all through the Empire control room.
Icarus now reeling in the corner as Orion sets up for one more big chop, nobody home.
And now Icarus, offensive shots in the corner, looking to send Danny across the ring. Counter reversal, snapped into the corner. Just goes the champion.
The whiplash on Judas Icarus's neck. Not enough to put him away, as Danny Orion now on top here in this contest. He's setting up Icarus right now for a suplex.
Beautiful cover here for Orion. and 2 only on the Prestige World Champion tonight.
What you see coming out of Danny Orion right now is that sense of urgency. He didn't wait. He didn't showboat. He knows that this is the time to turn it to 11. Go for those covers. Try to get the win. Walk out of here with some gold, kid.
Yeah, Dan, I'll tell you right now, I think that's an expert call. Great analysis right there. Something missing a lot in the sport of wrestling today. A sense of urgency. Both of these men have that in spades. It's what's made Icarus Prestige World Champion thus far. We're going to see if it's going to allow Orion to capture the title tonight.
Absolutely. The time for hot dogging and grandstanding is over as Danny Orion holds onto the ropes. In comes Icarus, catches the boot. Oh my God! What a chop from Judas Icarus!
Might have caved his chest in, broke his sternum. Something is not going to be the same after that.
Danny Orion now looking to turn these tables right now.
Another chop in the corner, rolling Orion. Big flying uppercut. Might have knocked a tooth out. Orion holding his face.
Look at the explosiveness of the Prestige Champion.
Yeah, that was a rocket launched by Judas Icarus tonight. You cannot predict the way that Judas Icarus maneuvers around this ring. You expect one thing, you're going to find another. Danny Orion might find himself on top here.
Well, it's easy to say the same about Danny Orion, the way he moves, the way that he could pivot midair. Oh my God! But that could spell disaster for Orion. Just a 2 count. Icarus not able to put away the challenger.
My goodness. The 27-year-old, 9-year vet, the Prestige World Champion, showing exactly why he is the champion going into this matchup. Orion sliding out. Here's a roll-up. Got both legs. Only 2. Oh, there's a flurry of offensive strikes by Orion. There's a kick counter right there by Icarus, going for a big shot. Change in direction.
Whoa.
Off the ropes.
Look at it.
Destroyer.
He got him. He got him. It's over, new champ. No.
Unbelievable exchange between these two. Almost had Danny Orion walking out the Prestige Champion. As Judas Icarus trying to find himself back to a vertical base in the corner as Danny Orion setting up right now. Thoughts of violence going through the mind of Orion as he goes up and over.
That back elbow creating space. Here comes Icarus, though. Tripping up Orion on the top turnbuckle.
I've never seen anything like that.
More momentum splashing into the challenger, and now Orion is at the mercy of Icarus.
Orion nailed to the cross here tonight by Judas. Watch it here.
Rolling up, Orion has got the legs down. Kick out at 2. Orion spills out onto the apron, though. Here comes Icarus. Whoa! Look at the athleticism. Watch here, Orion.
Watch it,
here
watch
he
it,
comes.
watch it.
Con Hilo over the top rope.
And nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday, courtesy of Danny Orion.
You cannot deny your new Prestige World Champion.
Orion. Corkscrew. Killer combination from the challenger cover.
Oh, Orion not able to get the victory off that dead-end screamer combination. Oh, the guy's the champion looking a little worn here. I could say both guys are.
It's this Texas heat. It creates champions. Whether you're in the world-famous Houston Premier Arena or here at the Empire Control Room, it's going to separate the men from the boys. And right now,
looking for a tornado DDT. There's the power of Judas Icarus, just tossing Orion clear across the ring. Icarus now in the corner, marching towards his prey, coming after Orion. Oh, side Russian leg sweep into the turnbuckle. Back of the head. Went Orion into the middle, and now Icarus has Orion exactly where he wants him.
Icarus so innovative. Whoa!
Orion's right there, however, there is the tenacity of Danny Orion going right back at the fight. onto the champion. He knows exactly what the stakes are and what could lie possibly at the end of the road of this match. Oh my!
Judas Icarus saw Danny Orion coming, caught him, and down goes Orion. Icarus now with the cover.
And that right there, guys, that momentary lapse in time from that big maneuver to the pinning cover might have been just enough right there for Orion to get the wind back in him to kick out at 2.
Go back talking about that sense of urgency. That just shows how hungry Orion is. Could Judas Icarus become complacent as the world champion? Can Orion take advantage of that?
Oh, these two battling it out as you see both of them on wobbly legs right now.
Trading blows in the middle of the ring here at the Empire. Forearm shot to a kick to the side of the head of Icarus. Whoa!
Oh, big Superman punch from the champion.
That was explosive out of the Prestige World Champion.
Tilt-a-whirl taken down. Icarus, Orion with a super kick. Falling on top of the champion. Could this be enough now? Shoulders down. No, only 2.
Orion too weathered to hook a leg. That could have been it. No!
Big crack shoot kick. This could be all.
Stacked up is the champion. He kicks out.
Danny Orion throwing some of his biggest bombs, and they still are not enough to put the champion away.
It might be here, though.
Oh, my! The primal scream of Orion as he feels the time could be no! Orion got his head taken off. My God, what a lariat. And now Icarus picking up Danny Orion. The exclamation point. And Judas Icarus retains.
Winner of this match, and still Prestige World Champion, Judas Icarus.
What a match!
It was an incredible showing for the Prestige World Champion and still Judas Icarus. I gotta tell you, Trent, I'm sure you'd have to agree with me. We said that Danny Orion, one of the best New Texas Pro Wrestling, the sport of pro wrestling even, has to offer to the Prestige World Championship division. Danny Orion could not get the job done here tonight, but could someone in New Texas Pro challenge one day again for that world title? We have to find out.
Now, time will only tell as Judas Icarus coming in here. Well, that's exactly right. Judas Icarus looking at us fans here at the commentary table and telling us to inform all of you how good Danny Orion is. And I mean, guys, we know this already about Danny Orion, one of the absolute best athletes, performers, professional wrestlers. Call him what you want. Danny Orion is at the top of many lists.